Okay, good afternoon, everyone. First off, I want to apologize. We're about 5, 6 minutes behind here on some of the technology, so it's our fault, and our apologies go out to you. But the great news is number one, you're going to walk away with some great information today. I call them nuggets, right, that you can use in your everyday practice. And it doesn't matter what lines of insurance that you're focused on, the annuity side, it doesn't make a difference. So, you're going to learn a little bit about everything when it comes to marketing and branding today. Okay, and what's interesting about all of this, when you go back, let's think about 1972. Obviously, Carrie Levinson founded the company, the agency. Levinson and Associates was born. I came into the business about 20 to 25 years after. And back then, we didn't have many resources, right? Websites just became a hot commodity, and people started to have an email address and AOL dial-up, right? So we had to learn. There was no blueprint. We had to dive in and learn from the ground up. In fact, we were the first life insurance IMO that had an active website with a quoting engine. Okay, and you just think how crazy that sounds. We took a huge leap forward. We made a huge investment in time and resources, and we were literally the first IMO to team up with a company called iPipeline. Okay, back then they were in fact, they were just born as a company, 23, 25 years ago. So we took a lot of chances, and everything paid off. And what's neat is when you think about the website, the branding, the email blasting, right? Everything that we do as an IMO, it's the same exact thing that you're doing, right? From an agent's perspective to a consumer. So I always look at it like this, you don't have to reinvent the wheel, you just change a few spokes. And when you look at like a pyramid, for example, think of the carrier. So the carrier, right, they're worth hundreds of millions, even billions of dollars, right? Obviously, they have the resources to put together the best websites and marketing, right, and branding typically, right? That's how it's done. So I look at the carrier and I say, wow, this is a great idea. Look what they're doing, right? And then we do things similar to our agents. And then you, as the agent, should look at the IMO, the upline, and then the carrier to get ideas and get creative and get scrappy and do the same thing for your consumers. Okay. So, again, you don't have to reinvent the wheel, there's no secret sauce, right? And I feel like the blueprint that number one, there is no blueprint that's 100% proven and this is what you have to do and this is going to work. No, no. But if we kind of lay out the foundation and then you run with that, make some tweaks, make it your own, do it your own way and style, that's what it takes to be successful. That's what we did, and that's what we're doing today. So I always say you don't have to listen to what we say, watch what we do. The proof is always in the pudding, right? So when you see Levinson send out a Memorial Day blast, for example, on Monday, right? Obviously, you should be doing the same thing. Very simple, okay? Now, you're going to see a newsletter that comes out every other week, okay? You should have a newsletter that goes out to your consumer bucket. Okay, same exact concept. Obviously, different information. Okay, but same concept. So, what we wanted to do today is I have Beth on with us, and she works here in house in our South Florida home office, and she handles all of the marketing and Sure Me Now Direct. She's a great resource for you. She's been doing this for over 25 years as far as marketing, building websites, branding. So she's a great resource for you. You can call her anytime when it comes to marketing, websites, and Sure Me Now Direct. Hey, I want this changed or I want to build this site. What do you suggest? So you can depend on her. Okay, I'm going to introduce her in just a few more minutes. But I just wanted to kind of give you the 100-foot overview. So what we offer here at Levinson is a turnkey platform. Okay, we have all of the missing pieces. And to be honest, if you use maybe just Insure Me Now Direct, or if you want to use some of our co-branded ads, but maybe you have your own systems and CRM tool and website, that's wonderful. Okay, obviously we don't make any money on this. Most of this is free. But if you can pick up a nugget or two, it's a win-win. Some of our agents use everything we have. Some use one or two things. Some use nothing, which is totally fine. Okay, but our promise to you all was we wanted to create this webinar today to show everyone the basics from A to Z. You might know half of it, you might know some of it, you might not know any of it. So sit back, relax, pen and paper. Okay, we have that Q&A question box, the pane, typically on the right-hand side. You can fire away with questions. We're also going to send out an email tonight, a thank you email that's going to go out to each person on here as long as we have your correct email address. And we're going to include a bunch of podcasts, training webinars. I mean, I literally sat down with the social media and website guru, Gary Vaynerchuk. Okay, Gary V. In fact, he just sold that company called Resi to American Express for over 9 figures. Okay, so you talk about branding and marketing. The guy is a beast. So I picked his brain for 45, 50 minutes, and we have that on a podcast. So, and he's not even in our business. So you talk about, there's no blueprint for life insurance agents, okay, but there's a blueprint for marketing and branding in general. So again, you don't have to reinvent the wheel, just change a few spokes, do it your own way, but learn from this stuff that we're sharing. Okay, and when we're going through this, and I try to simplify it as much as possible, but as we're going through this, think of a minimum of 5 different options, marketing strategies, right? That's going to make you different. What is your niche? Think a minimum of 5, and I'm going to show you why in a few more minutes. I would say 5 to 10, but things that make you unique. So you're not just like your neighbor who's an insurance agent, right? Think about things like the scholarship program. Think of Legacy Safeguard, right? These are free platforms that you can market that differentiate yourself from the agent next door. So as we go through these slides, I would say a minimum, write down 5 of your strategies that you're going to run with, that you're going to drip out to your consumer buckets, okay? And by the way, in this bucket is existing customers, new prospects, family, friends, people from your networking event, church, temple, right? You should be collecting email addresses, even more important than phone numbers. Okay, that's number 1. Fill these buckets. So when it comes time for you to send out your 1-minute YouTube video or your newsletter of the week, whatever it is, everybody remembers that, hey, it's Bill Levinson, the local life insurance agent, and the guy that handles the annuities for us, right? And our investment products and long-term care. That's the name of the game. And I would encourage a picture as well in all of your marketing. They need to know, hey, it's Billy with the cool haircut, or it's Shelly with the beautiful red hair, or whatever it is. Okay, they have to remember you are the go-to. You're the guru. So when it comes up, hey, I remember that guy or girl. You reach out and ask for a quote. Okay, that's the name of the game. Let's keep moving forward. Okay, so these are a few of our recent testimonials. I'm going to move pretty fast. I know we had a late start. And also what I was saying is everyone is a winner. And I say that, right? And you're looking at these recent testimonials that we're sharing. By the way, you should be doing the same thing with your consumers, right? How many times have you heard, oh my gosh, that's Billy, that's the guy that sold my neighbor a $100,000 IUL, and when Johnny passed, the whole family was okay because of Superman Billy, okay? You say, hey, by the way, do you mind? You're calling me Superman. It feels great. Thank you. Do you mind if I hold up my phone and we do a 2-minute video and you can just say the same exact thing so other people can benefit from my services? Most people are totally fine with that, okay? And then you need to put that on your YouTube channel. Get the word out to everyone in your bucket. Very important stuff. So that's exactly what we do, but our bucket is our agents, our GAs. Same exact thing, though. Okay, so real fast, everyone's a winner. Why? Because if you go on our Facebook page, you the agent, right, and you leave a comment or a review on our Facebook, Google, doesn't make a difference. Leave a comment or review. We send you, it's on us, either Relentless, okay, by Tim Grover, or the new IUL prospecting book, as long as you're an active agent. And these 3 agents just got the book or it's in the mail. So real fast, top left-hand side, best resource at Levinson is their employees. They are so personable, committed. Thank you, Ashley, Paula, Andrew, Ina, and others, Denise, and then Wayne Shepard. I saw this morning. Wayne, I know you're on. Thank you so much. Looking forward to the webinar. I need some serious help in getting started with marketing. It won't take much time. Since I joined your IMO, I've been so impressed. I was with Empower. Your system is incredible compared to theirs. Wayne, thank you. Okay, Bob on the bottom. I am ever surprised to see a man of integrity like yourself be consistent, not pretty good, but darn good. Bob, thank you so much. Bob is at every single meeting, expo, Maggiano's, every single event we have, he's there. And we appreciate that type of loyalty. So thank you to all three of you. And again, do the same thing. As long as you're an active agent, book is in the mail. Everyone's a winner. Let's move forward. By the way, you should be doing this with your consumers, your friends, okay? Make sure to share your Google review page, your Facebook page, okay? And anytime you hear something great about yourself, you're building a business, okay? The first thing you need to think of is take my phone out. Either A, take a picture or a recording, and I got to get this out to everyone. My whole bucket needs to see and hear this message from Shelly or Johnny, okay? That's the new world we live in. That's how you have to think, period. Okay, it's so important. And why? Because you were just so impressed with what your client shared. Well, wouldn't these 2,200 consumers and prospects, wouldn't they be impressed? And if you got 5 or 10% that said, hey, I want a quote, okay, that's 200 to 400 new clients. You just generated new leads for free. Free. Okay, it's so important. This is how you have to think. It's a mindset shift, and it starts today, okay, at 3:20 Eastern Time. All right, let's keep moving. So the Levinson website, revamped, refreshed, okay? We have to put a lot of time and resources into our technology, right, to help our agents. You should be thinking the same way for your consumers. And by the way, we offer 2 websites, retail websites for you. One is free, okay, and there's a hosting charge of $9 a month, or we have an option starting at $89 a month, which is a professional WordPress site, which we'll show you in a few minutes. This is our website built for you all, for our agents, for our agencies. Here's what's so cool. Number one, totally refreshed, revamped, A to Z, 100%. It is completely different from before. In fact, we've been working on this for about 4 to 5 months now. Here's what's unbelievable. In my opinion, I'm an agent out there. I want to know, how do I compare against the other 22,000 Levinson agents? How are my agents doing that work under me? Okay, how am I doing, right? What type of annuity business do I have in? DI, CI, life? What's my average turnaround, right? What's my percentage of not takens? How can I make that better? So this is everything in real time at your fingertips on the right side. That is our new Levinson scorecard, 100% complimentary on us. That's a new feature and part of the Levinson and Associates website. Okay, let's keep moving along here. So before we jump into the feature presentation, I just want to talk about some new additions, new things here at Levinson that's going to make your world easier when it comes to life and annuity sales. Okay, the playbooks completely updated, refreshed for the new year, and actually we launched these at our expo that just passed. So very, very simple. Think of, you sit down at a restaurant, right? You got the breakfast menu, lunch, dinner, okay? Everything that Levinson offers, because I know it could be very overwhelming, and our mission this year is to simplify your world. So we did that, and I feel we accomplished just that with our menus. On the left side, marketing. Middle section, new business. Right side, contracting, commissions. So everything that we offer here to our agents, and there's a lot of stuff, okay, and it's not for everyone, but you have to remember, some agents are right out of high school, 17, 18 years old. Some are in their late 80s, early 90s. Some are in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Some are in Key West, Texas. We literally have agents in every city. Some focus on final expense, term. Some won't touch a case unless it's at least $500,000 of annual target premium. So we have a little bit for everyone. And again, we simplify your world in these three menu options, which you click, open, just click on whatever feature you want to see a little bit more information about, and boom, you're in, just like a picture. That's it. Okay, once you have these three pictures or infographics, you have our entire platform at your fingertips, especially if you're bringing in a new agent, right? Maybe you're training them, they're in your downline. You just send an email with these three menus, boom, you're done. Everything they need is right here, and they can utilize our office and employees for everything they need. Okay, what we also did, we put together 3 videos based on the 3 menus. So now it's available as a picture, and then it's available as an actual video on YouTube in 10 minutes. Okay, so very, very simple. That's the goal for 23, moving into 24. We're going to make it even easier. Okay, this is awesome. This is our new, and keep in mind, I keep saying revamped, refreshed. We've been doing this a long time, okay? 1972, before I was born. We have to constantly, right, innovate ourselves. We have to look in the mirror and say, what can we do better, right? Every year, every week, every day. And we have to make sure that we are fulfilling our promise to you all, because you need to be doing this. So we can't come on a webinar and say, oh, we're the best, look at this, look at that. Meanwhile, we have the old stale technology from 22 years ago. No, proof in the pudding. Remember, actions, not words. So our 411 monthly video that we used to send out, no more. Okay, now we have the new Levinson Life and Annuity Leader. So every other week, you're going to receive this in your inbox. We just sent out volume 1 yesterday. Totally different, much easier. We separated everything by product type, or does this have to do with Levinson as a whole? Very easy, okay? We have the new webinars that are coming up for the next 2 weeks, the past webinars that you can listen to. Everything easy, 1, 2, 3 now, okay? Andrew can tell you, Beth can tell you, our entire team can tell you. Everything now is a right or left turn. There's no gray area, okay? Very simple. That's the new world here at Levinson. Let's keep moving forward. Okay, what I wanted to show you next real fast, website options. So obviously, this day and age, 2023, you're an insurance agent out there, you're in Naples, Florida, right? Everybody in Naples, everyone at the country club, they love you, they know who you are. That's wonderful, okay? And you might have sold 28 policies in the last 6 months. Good for you. But why not spread your wings a little bit, right? Go out to Tampa, Florida, in Jacksonville, in Georgia, in Texas, right? You prove the concept at your local country club in Naples, Florida. Why can't you prove the concept to Central Florida, Northern Florida, Georgia, Arizona, California? Okay, you could. You could. If it worked here with one person or 10 people, there's no reason why you can't spread your wings and get some non-resident appointments. And I know it, and it's a fact, because we did that. We were a small 200-300 agent GA when I started in South Florida. But we said, hey, it's working here. Let's spread out a little bit. Today we have agents in every city. And I'm not trying to toot our own horn. I'm trying to set an example so you do the same thing. Try it. Okay, if it works here, the people in South Florida are no different than the ones in Georgia. They still need life insurance, right? And DI and CI. So you have to think like that. Now, how do you get the word out? Well, number one is your storefront. You have to have a great website that's up to date, that's fresh, that's real, that's you. Okay, people can run a quote, request info, buy insurance. Okay, they might not want to speak to you. This is 2023. They might not want to have you at their kitchen table on a Wednesday night at 7 p.m. It's okay. They can go to your website and click Insure Me Now Direct. Boom. Look at all the great companies and products now. You wake up in the morning, you got a new sale. It starts with your storefront. Okay, just like as if you own a McDonald's on University Drive in Coral Springs, Florida, you want everything to look great, shiny, clean, bathroom, spick and span, always stocked with toilet paper, paper towels, so people can wash their hands, right, and dry their hands. Same thing with your website. It's a reflection of you. It's got to look great. It's got to work. Okay, two features. Number one, left side, website builder. It's free. $9.95 a month is the hosting. Looks great. There's a quoting engine, request form. Everything is there for you, enough to be dangerous. On the right side, if you want to dig in a little deeper, you want a professional WordPress website that kind of looks like Levinson's site, right? We can do that for you too. We teamed up with a third party company. They offer you the website and they will host all of your social media platforms. If you want just the site, $70 a month, or they have a package deal, all of social media and the website. I think it's $129 now. You save about 20-30% because you're a Levinson agent riding our coattails, getting the volume discount. Okay, and in fact, we'll show you what those look and feel like later. Let's keep moving forward. So just think about this for a second. Then I'm going to turn it over to Beth here. Give me 1 second. Okay. So remember I was saying earlier, you have your 5 ideas, your 5 strategies. Okay. So what's going to make you different? You know other insurance agents. And by the way, I know we have some agents listening right now. I see your names, some that are MDRTs, okay, and some do part-time insurance sales, maybe a little final expense on Sundays. It doesn't matter. Okay, you need and want, I'm sure, to build your practice, get the word out more, make more sales, make more money, help more families, name of the game. So how are you going to do that? How are you going to build in 2023? Okay, it's not like it used to be where you can have a Ponderosa lunch buffet and invite 62 seniors, right, from the local community here that is 65 and older. It doesn't work like that anymore, right? Post COVID, or we're still kind of at the tail end, but it's a different world. So you got to think social media, website. You got to think scrappy marketing. What's going to make you different? Okay. So I mentioned at least 5 ideas for yourself, okay, that you need to start as soon as we hang up this call at 4 p.m. Eastern time today. I'm giving you a few examples here, and some of these are very basic, but I'm giving you ideas so you can get creative. That's the point, okay? So you have your circle in the middle, okay? Now, these are some of our ideas that we put together for our agents, okay? And by the way, you should be doing the same exact thing with your twist, your way. Positive Tuesday. If you notice, we haven't missed a Tuesday since we started in 4 years. What is it? Just a quote and a cute picture. It's a positive quote. It's a way for us to keep our name in front of our agents on social media, YouTube, our website, okay? What does it mean? Absolutely nothing. It's just a way to brand and market Levinson. That's it. Okay, long-term care awareness month, right? Right now, we're in DI, disability awareness month. These are just ideas. You, okay, being the agent, can sit down with your spouse at the kitchen table and talk about long-term care. Why is it important? Maybe give some examples, some stories, right, that you witnessed, maybe a policy you sold, a family that you helped, and then take this 2-minute video, put it on all your platforms, on YouTube, on your website, through an e-blast. You're going to want to drip it out. But that's the point of these a minimum of 5 ideas or strategies. So what are the best hybrid plans, life and long-term care combined? Life insurance awareness, right? Why is life insurance important? Living Benefits Friday, right? The new kind of life insurance that pays while you're still alive. Okay, maybe call it LB Friday. Who knows? Birthdays, holidays, anniversaries. Obviously, you got to get your name out through an email, through a letter, through both, through a website message. Okay, all the above. Annual policy reviews. We know how important that is. So anyway, write down, what are your ideas? What can you do to get scrappy this year to get the word out? Okay, when people know every Monday, there's Bill Levinson, and he's sharing another life insurance 101 fact or story or quote. Okay, I know it's coming. He's going to post it. Some might think it's stupid. Some might call you crazy. It's okay. You're getting the name and word out to your audience. And they're going to remember, once life insurance, LTC, DI, once it comes up, they're not going to forget about you, the crazy guy that keeps talking about life insurance and putting these quotes and stories out, and you're going to get the business at the end of the day. I promise you that. Okay? So write down your ideas, and then you got to think about, once you have the circle done, completed, how are you going to get it out there? What are you going to do next? Now that you have this great 2-minute video that talks about life insurance awareness, what's next? Okay, let's start top left-hand side, about 11 p.m., we'll call it. Your email database, your bucket. Okay, if you want to use constant contact, great. Agency automator, that's fine too. We don't care. But you have to get the word out to everyone in your consumer and prospecting bucket. Okay, about 1 o'clock, the referral network. I would team up with P&C agencies, health agencies. There's so many opportunities, banks, mortgage companies. Okay, you got to get the word out through that pipeline. On the right side, about 3 o'clock, social media. Okay, at the minimum, you need to have LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram at the minimum. Okay, and YouTube. I would say that's just as important. It's crazy. I looked today, we had 2,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel. Okay, we just kind of used it to store videos. And look what happened kind of by accident. It's unbelievable. Now we get agents that call in just from the YouTube channel. So this stuff works. Okay, let's keep moving. About 4 o'clock, friends and family, they buy too. Okay, in fact, there's no one better because they trust you. You know them. The relationship is cemented. Okay, you got to get the word out. So I would have your huge bucket, right? And you get the word out to all of these arms. Okay, let's keep moving. Agency automator. Now, this is a great system. Why? Because you can go in here and you can say, okay, I want to pull up consumers that make a combined household income of at least 6 digits in this zip code, okay? And the system's going to give you names, numbers, addresses, emails that you can now market to. So that's another avenue, right? If you send out 1,000 of these, and again, a 5% return, 50 new leads because they saw your great 2-minute life insurance awareness message when you sat down with Kathy at the dinner table that you made, okay, for free. So you got to think about things like this. The Ringy CRM tool. Now, take a step back. Now you got this big bucket, right? Consumers, prospects, family, friends, network, this huge bucket. Okay, maybe there's 1,000 people in your huge bucket. Okay, maybe 10% reached out to you for a quote. So that's 100 people. You know as well as I do, you are not going to follow up with a phone call and text with every single person that reached out at one time or another. That's where Ringy comes in. So then Ringy is your automated follow-up system, or you're even look at it like an automated assistant. So they're now going to go after those 100 people by phone call, email, text message, okay? And they're going to say, hey, it's me, Bill Levinson. Remember, you asked for an insurance quote? Okay, click here to schedule an appointment with me. And then, on the average, about 10 to 20% of those people are going to schedule an appointment to buy a new policy from you. That's how you need to start thinking, okay? So again, it starts with the circle, your creative message, your strategy, getting it out to the masses, and then boom, your follow-up system. And next thing you know, the numbers start changing. Slowly, doesn't happen overnight. It's not like some secret science project or magic sauce, okay? But slowly, if you keep doing these things and you keep filling that circle in the middle with new scrappy and creative ideas, the wheel starts to turn. You get 1 new client and then 5, and then they refer you 6 more, and then it just keeps going, okay? All right. I don't want to keep beating this to death, but I think you kind of get the big picture here. All right. Next, I'm going to turn it over to Beth, and she came up with this great idea called marketing in a box, just laying out the foundation. So, Beth, do you want to share? You with us?
Thanks, Bill. I really appreciate that. The marketing in a box came to light because I get a lot of questions on my side of the business here. I help agents with Insure Me Now Direct. And once they have their website, they're asking questions about how do I start marketing? So we came up with 3 steps that basically introduce you to things you can do in phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. You don't have to look at marketing like it's something you have to figure out everything all at once. We've organized it in such a way that it's manageable amounts of things to do and take you to, and as you grow with your business, you're going to move into each phase just naturally.
Okay, let's go to the next slide, please.
So some of the basics that we recommend are to, as Bill mentioned, have a professional website, whether it's a landing page, a few pages, something you know have your own website person put together, or you utilize our partners that can help you get this up and running. You get a professional email address, use register a domain name. GoDaddy, that's a company that everyone's heard of. They're easy to use. Their website's easy to navigate. Put together a website name that's, for your business. Establish, an appropriate business email. So whether you're using your first initial last name at Gmail, or you are utilizing an email address through your new domain where it's, your name, John Doe at InsureMeNowDirect.com, whatever your business name is, it says a lot about your brand. It's starting that whole branding process to identify your business in the marketplace. As Bill mentioned, have a digital storefront is crucial. People are more likely to, work with an agent that they feel comfortable with, that they feel has a business presence. They're not going to just automatically pick up the phone. They're going to search you out. They're going to look on Google to see if there's any reviews. They're going to look on Yelp to see if there's reviews. They're going to look to see, does this person have a Facebook page? Are they a real business? So establishing some of those basics up front, puts you ahead of the game. Definitely set up your Insure Me Now Direct website. This is a no-brainer. This is sell while you sleep. It couldn't be any easier. But it's not just wait for the customers to find it. Share it. Put it in your email signature. Put it in, on all your social media platforms in your about. Create posts on the different platforms where you can share your website. Every person you're connected with, whether it's LinkedIn or Facebook or other sources, these are potential clients. These are potential people that can refer you to someone because they know you. So now you become a trusted source that they can refer to somebody else. Definitely create your Google business listing. This is free. Once you have a real business with a physical address, Google will allow you to create a business listing. So does Yelp. Both of these sources allow you to not only have your information there, but your phone number's there. Your website can be there. You can have multiple websites. So if you have a separate agency website and you have your Insure Me Now Direct, you can list both of them there. You can, sign up for your Google reviews so that you can get notified. Set up a Facebook page. Now, I've had some people tell me, I don't like to use social media. I'm not on there. Everybody's on there. And it's important to be where everybody is. And having that business presence, it doesn't have to be complicated. You just get your picture up there, have all your information so people can find you. And, this person's reputable. Look, they have a website. Look, they have a phone. Oh, they're in my area. Oh, they know these people. Look at all these, tips that they're posting about things I don't understand, life insurance or, long-term care insurance or whatever those things might be. Make sure you're utilizing your LinkedIn profile. This is very important because it is a place where other professionals circulate. So these aren't just other people selling things. These are resources. These are places where you can learn things about the industry, share ideas with, like-minded people, get tips, find, information, how to do something. And you might find clients there too, but it's definitely a place that they let you post your websites and let people find you. Make sure you establish your other social media pages. As Bill mentioned, Instagram and YouTube. These are so important. I mean, you could easily put together a 2-minute video with your iPhone, put it up on YouTube, start sharing it in an email blast, and people, oh look, this is information that I could use. Who is this guy? Let me contact them. Um, our pro tip: use trending hashtags. And I always recommend to agents when they're on the phone with me, look at what Levinson is doing. We have 2 Facebook pages. We have Levinson and Associates, and we also have Insure Me Now Direct. Look at the way we word things. Look at the way we put together hashtags. Those hashtags allow people to search within the platform for the types of things that they're looking for. And so you can basically copy what we're doing. You can utilize our professional graphics just by downloading them right from Facebook. Put it up on your own page, put some text, share your website, copy our hashtags, and you're good to go.
I love it. Let's go to Insure Me Now. Perfect. Thank you.
So for those that don't have Insure Me Now Direct, I have to ask why. This is a tremendous addition to your business. This isn't something that takes away from the regular way you do business. This is another way to capture those clients. We have 4 great carriers on the platform: SureBridge, Assurity Life, new to the platform as of the expo, Hero Life, and Gerber Life. Each carrier offers an assortment of product that is available to basically meet the needs of most clients that can get that instant decision. Whether you share the website on social media, or it's in your signature, or you're just on the phone with somebody, or you're at an event, a party, an activity, and someone starts talking about something, hey, you know what? I'm going to share my link. You're perfect for this. You can sign up tonight when you go home. I'll get you my website. Boom. The platform is easy to utilize. It's easy to use. It's simple. There's just a few questions. The client is directed, once they enter their information, to a page that shows the assortment of product that you have, whether they're looking for scholarship, or they're looking for life insurance, or they're looking for disability. Then it shows them the policies that are available. They can click on them, sign up, pay for their policy, and you get notified immediately. You become the agent of record for that client, and they got their policy in less than 10 minutes.
Thank you, Beth. Yeah, that's great. And then when you think about driving traffic, so now you have this great website, you have Insure Me Now Direct. How do I get people there, right? That's the $100 billion question. That's when you start to think about every product that's sold on Insure Me Now Direct comes with that 1-year scholarship, self-enroll right on the site. Okay, that's a big plus. That's what you have to think about. Okay, we have calculators, quoting engines, all 100% consumer driven. So we have some agents that have teamed up with associations, with businesses and groups. Okay, and then what we do is we brand the Insure Me Now Direct site for that association, and then they drive traffic to it that way. So there's so many options. What we're going to talk about real fast, and then I'll bring it back over to Beth, is a sample agent website. Okay, what ideas can you use from this in branding? And this is very basic, but there might be something here that you didn't think about that can help your site. Number one, the site shouldn't be so cookie cutter, right? You want to make it a reflection of you. It's your storefront, okay? Have everything, obviously, on the home page, and then make sure there's a schedule a meeting or call button. Very important. And then service. Like, I can't stand when I see these websites. It doesn't matter industry related or not, but there's no way to get a hold of the company. You can't pick up the phone. There's maybe just a chat box. Okay. Service is everything in our industry. Put your cell phone number in there. Okay, have obviously your email, schedule an appointment button, of course, but make sure there's a phone number and that you have someone picking up the phone, a live person or your cell phone, whatever it is. Service is so important, and it's overlooked these days. So, very important basic information there. And again, we have two options available for your website. One is free, and then one starts at, I think it's $69.95 a month. So $70 a month, and everything is done for you. Ken will have a coaching strategy session with you, and then he'll set up your site. You're off to the races. That's it. Okay, let's keep moving along here. I know we're running a little behind on time. Next up, I want to talk about building these buckets, right? So obviously you have your existing consumers, right? Your clients, your friends and your family, and they love you. They're not going anywhere. But you also want to bring in this new bucket, right? New blood, new consumers, new prospects. And how do you do that? Right. And we have so many agents out there that, number one, just say, you know what, Bill, I've been doing this for 29 and a half years and my clients aren't going anywhere. And what starts to happen is your clients that love you, that bought from you, that aren't going anywhere, they're getting older, okay? And the need isn't there. Maybe they pass on, right? So that means you got to refill this pipeline with referrals and their kids and their grandchildren, right? So you have to keep innovating your page, yourself, your strategy, and build the pipeline even more by bringing in new families and consumers. So how can you do that? You can create your own ads. Okay, there's Google paid ads, there's Facebook ads, and if you say, Bill, I don't want to mess with this, there's too many moving parts. So we have a coach that will jump on a call with you and show you exactly how to do it. Then he records the session, right? And then he'll send it to you so you can go back and use it for reference. Or you can buy our social media Facebook leads. So totally up to you. They start at $30 a lead, exclusive, very inexpensive. Okay. So you can go either route, but you have to start thinking like this. We have about 7 co-op lead programs available right now. This is an easy step. Okay, think about this. You have your website set up, and now you have maybe a podcast would also be great, but that's optional. Okay, up to you. But now your YouTube page, your social media pages, and how do you keep track of everything, right? Like a one-stop shop for all of your consumers. They have this link tree option, very inexpensive. I think it's like $5 or $10 a month. And what this does, it's one link you put in your email signature on your website. Basically, everywhere your name is, you have your link tree button. And then once you click or your consumer clicks on the link tree button, look at the right hand side, the yellow arrow, your website, your Insure Me Now Direct, all of your social media platforms. You can have a reviews link if they want to see what are other customers saying about this crazy guy, Bill Levinson. Everything is right there in that menu or drop down on the right hand side. So another great resource. Now that's squared away. Think about this. Now you need material, right, to email out, to mail out, whatever, maybe a post on your website, whatever you like to do. Where are you going to get this information? Number one, Levinson has a co-branded approved library where you can go in and pick different e-blasts, different newsletters, and we can even co-brand it for you. And it's free. We have videos. We even have Facebook videos that we can run and help you co-brand, right? And next thing you know, you work with Ken, our coach, get it up and running, boom. Now you're getting leads that are pouring in with our video that we already made and produced and got approved for you. Lifehappens.org. This is a great resource. Now, if you want information, material for long-term care, DI, life, annuities, all the above, lifehappens.org. Part of this is free. And then if you want to dig deeper, there's a small charge to agents, but another great resource. Now, and I get this question all the time, where am I seeing the most success? So, Bill, you have 22,000 agents out there. Where do you see the majority of the premium coming from? And I'm going to tell you what that secret sauce answer is right now. The agents and agencies that have developed a niche, okay? When I say a niche, think about this for a minute. right? You're the agent, you're the guy or girl, and you want to focus on professionals in the medical field, okay? And you created a website called medicalfieldinsuranceusa.com, and you cater to everyone in the medical space, doctors, nurses, right? Nurse practitioners, RNs, all the above. And then you make your website look and feel like it's related to the medical field. And then these people say, oh my gosh, I finally found an agency that caters to us. They speak the same language. Okay. Those are the groups that are the most successful. And you can take this anywhere. You can think about pilots, think about cigar smokers, nicotine users, people that are into this vaping. And then you start teaming up with companies that maybe sell cigars, okay, where you can get non smoker rates for cigar users. But you have to develop this special niche. Impaired risk is another big one. I have some agents, all they do is sell disability insurance, okay, and they do unbelievable. So I think you got to develop this niche and you got to run with it, figure it out, and then run with it. And then you literally look at that circle, look at all those legs coming out, and get the word out quickly, effectively, and come up with some creative strategies around it. And that's it. And I know it sounds easy, right? It's not easy, okay? But if you get scrappy, you put your right foot forward and you actually try, I think you'll be surprised. And I know for a fact, again, because I saw what we built, okay? And we started with nothing. All right, let's keep moving forward. Some sample ads that we were talking about that you can co-brand and get the word out. If we can, let's keep moving forward here just for 1 second, and then we'll back up. There we go. Okay, perfect. So these are the various ads that you can use. And by the way, if you want to see other examples, go into Instagram and Facebook, and you can put IUL insurance or life insurance, and then you can put literally type in top performing posts or recent posts and see what's doing well. And then think about this. Every like and comment is a new potential lead for you to call, send a direct message, okay, reach out, follow their page, okay. There's so much opportunity here. And again, it's working. And you don't have to take my word. If you look at some of these ads, look at the activity underneath the ad or the post. It's unbelievable. All right, let's back up for 1 second here. Okay, thank you for that. So, real fast. So, you talk about websites, social media packages. Okay, very, very important. So, we spoke about the $70 a month option. We have the free website version. Okay, and then, and I love this option. You have all these social media platforms, and you're saying, Bill, I want to focus on sales, right? I want to do these face to face meetings, Zoom calls, all the above. And I want someone to handle these pages and posting on my pages because it's all about persistency and consistency. So we have a third party company that will do all of this for you. Okay, think about this for a second. They will monitor and host your website. They will manage all three social media platforms. Okay, for $130 a month. It's the co op discounted rate. And Ken will have a strategy session with you and then set up your pages according to your style or your message or your niche. So that's very, very handy. We're going to put that in the thank you email as well, but this is how you have to start thinking. It is so important. We have a lot of agents that had no idea we had this stuff available. So now you know, and I'm telling you, you got to jump in and you got to try it out. You can start small and then grow it, but you have to try it out. That should be a promise you make to yourself. All right, Beth is going to take the next slide here, and we're going to talk about some co-branding resources that are available at no charge. Beth?
Thanks, Bill. I get requests every day for people wanting to do some co-branding, whether they choose the new business playbook or the marketing playbook, or I get a lot of Sage scholarship flyers, Insure Me Now Direct videos, consumer living benefit video. There's all sorts of choices here. And when you click on the gray part on any of these, it lets you see a sample of what the product looks like. When you click on the top part where the blue is, that lets you request it. That request comes immediately into the office, and within a day or two, we're able to turn that around, get that back to you, and that gives you a marketing tool that you can send out in a mailing. You can use, printed, and if you're meeting with someone, someone just requests more information. You've got something you can give them. But we have an assortment of products, and this is just a sampling here. On the left-hand side, you can see where there's the Insure Me Now Direct Agent video, where you want to recruit people to work in your agency, or you can get a client version of the video. At the end, the very last screen is a full screen for the agent that has their photo or their business logo, phone number, email, website, immediate contact information, and it does stay on screen long enough for the person to see it. And these videos are great because you get this video, you put it up on YouTube, you share it as a link in an email blast or a newsletter email, or put it up on your website. There's a ton of things that you can do with this.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Beth. And think about this too. Obviously, we have an hour here, and we're behind, but pick up the phone and call Beth, email Beth, talk to any one of our marketers, right? We all know enough to help you at least get started, or introduce you to our third-party coach, Kent, or if you want to listen to one of our trainings with Kevin every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we do these live trainings. We're here to help you, and we get it. Right? If you don't learn and innovate and strategize, right, and pivot, you're not going to sell more product, right? And we don't make any money unless you sell product. So obviously, we're in this together, as we know, right? So it behooves us to share what we've learned and help our agents. It's not rocket science. So these are our co-op discounted lead programs. If you say, Bill, I don't want to deal with these Facebook ads and Google paid SEO words, and I don't want to go through all this. Okay, well, we have these social media Facebook leads. They work awesome. In fact, Ian, who was on our agent panel at the expo, he loves these leads. In fact, most agents that buy these leads come back and say, Bill, you were right. They work great. They're not perfect, but they work great. So starting at $30 is statewide, and then $40 would be a local lead within 50 miles of your area code, zip code. Okay, you get to pick. So totally up to you. But these are $1 million, no exam life leads, and it's up to you how you pivot, IUL, term. It could be final expense. Totally up to you, but these work wonderful. Right-hand side, this would be more towards final expense, burial insurance, okay? It's an easier sale. Obviously, some agents love this part of the industry. Others would rather stick to the $1 million no exam life leads, but they're up to you. We negotiated these great prices, but definitely take advantage and try them out. Okay, let's keep moving forward here. The next slide here, by the way, we're almost done. I'm going to speed through this. We have about 5 to 7 minutes, and we'll put a bow on this, but there's some important things at the end that I think would be very useful for you all. The Ringy tool is awesome, and we negotiated a 55% off discount, a 2-week free trial, okay? So when you talk about follow-up, there's nothing better. Agency Automator, okay? That's the database where you can go in and you can set the criteria, and you can literally download 1,000 prospects a month in your zip code and put in whatever criteria that you would like. It could be married couples that just had a newborn, and you can talk about IUL for kids. I mean, it's totally up to you how you want to set up that campaign, but it's a great feature. The scholarship program, huge. It's a big differentiator. Legacy Safeguard. This is a turnkey final expense platform that you can give to these prospects for free, okay, by working with you. These are things that you need to market, okay? And then once you have everything together, obviously you want to look at the analytics, who's watching, who's clicking, and then you would reach out to these people. The tip on the bottom here in yellow, think about what we do, right? Every webinar, we have a gift at the end, right? We have a question of the day, or we'll do a review where if you're an agent with us, you leave a review, we send out a complimentary book. I would do the same thing, but for consumers. There's nothing better than a consumer out there that sees another customer that you just sold a policy to and they were so happy with your services. So ask for the review, ask for the 2-minute video, and then blast it out there to everybody. This stuff is so important, and you got to start thinking like this. Okay, so I'm going to speed through this. If we can go to the next slide, we're just about done. I know we're a few minutes behind. Ringy is huge. I was just talking about the 55% off discount for the first 6 months, and then we get a 2-week free trial if you just want to dip your toe in the water. But this system works great for follow-up. If you're a one person out there, right, you're in the trenches every day and you need something on autopilot that's going to keep your name in front of your clients 24/7, there's nothing better than Ringy. And if you can listen to my podcast interviews with some of our top agents, they all are using Ringy. I would say 90% of them. So that is a great tool to check out. And I happen to know the CEO, and we negotiated a great discount for our agents. Okay, these are 2 case studies that are agents using Ringy. And what I love about this one is the top one. Okay, in fact, he was at our expo, and this guy, 82 years old, he crushed the largest case in Levinson history. Okay, and it came from Ringy and social media. So when you talk about the proof in the pudding, over 1.3 million of target premium, annual target premium. Okay, that is a game changer. Okay, and that is him. Okay, obviously we changed the name, but that is him. On the bottom there, okay, a little different part of the business, but it doesn't matter. It's the same tools, same outcome, same success. Obviously, it's a different level, 2 different worlds, 2 different parts of the industry, but it doesn't matter. They both are reaching their goals, and they're successful by trying these new platforms. Okay, let's keep moving along. Agency Automator, what does it look and feel like? I know you've heard me talk about this, or any of our marketers. So real fast, that's the search criteria. You put in left side, right side. That is each consumer that was part of that specific campaign. You can use this for people retiring, for annuities and rollovers and conversions or newborns. I mean, the options go on and on and on. And it's, again, up to you. It's what is your niche? What are you going to focus on? What do you want to be known as, right? And then you go out and you make sure everybody knows you are the go-to, period. Okay, that's it. All right, the scholarship program, very, very simple. Now, when you think about this, there's a self-enroll button on Insure Me Now Direct. Your client literally goes in, clicks, they put in their information, takes 2 minutes, and as long as they bought a qualifying product, they're approved, and they're in the scholarship program for free. Okay? There's no commission reduction to you. There's no fee for the consumer. We have over 430 colleges in the program, and it's up to 1 year free tuition. Okay. In fact, if you're in South Florida, FAU is in the program. Lynn University is in the program. Embry-Riddle is in the program now. Okay. We have a huge list. We'll include it in our thank you email. Let's keep moving along here. So I mentioned Legacy Safeguard. That's our complimentary final expense turnkey platform. This is all available to you, the agent, and the consumer for free. Okay. And a lot of agents didn't even know we have this. Complimentary if you're a Levinson agent. Let's keep moving forward. Gary V, he is the king when it comes to podcasts, social media. Okay, started from nothing. If you haven't heard of him, he was on Good Morning America, Gary Vaynerchuk. He just sold that huge company, Resi, Empathy Wines. Check him out when you can. He's the one that taught me. And I'll tell you what, if it wasn't for him, I would have never started the Bill Levinson Experience podcast. So I sat down with him for an hour. I said, Gary, put your life insurance agent hat on. What would you do to get the word out? Okay, and that was our interview, and we're going to include this in the thank you email. Okay, agency automator training. So I mentioned that earlier. So every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Kevin, our programmer, he hosts these calls, and it's an open forum. So you can listen to other agents ask questions. You can learn, write down notes, pivot. Okay, you got to start somewhere. And everything is laid out in front of you. Okay, so there's no excuse anymore. In the blue section on the bottom, that's our upcoming live training webinars. Okay, everything is there at your fingertips for life and annuity. We even have some really neat software for business owners that we're going to be relaunching. So really cool stuff. And then every single week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Kevin comes on live to host the Agency Automator trainings. That's every week. Okay, our last slide here in our Positive Tuesday quote. I know I ran a little over, and again, my apologies. We had a lot of information to cover, and if you use, like I said, one idea or 15 of them, kudos. Okay, I want you to learn from this and innovate and try new things, right? And be strategic and don't be scared. Don't think, oh, I'm in my 70s now, and what am I doing with a Facebook page? No, that's not true. Everybody's on Facebook now. You got to get the word out. Okay, if you want to use your business name, you can do that. Totally up to you. But little by little, this is how you're going to grow your business. Start small. Think about today. Okay, and then do not give up, because what I tend to see is agents will post some great stories and interviews and some great ads and for 2, 3, 4 months, and they didn't get enough likes or comments, and they're done. Okay, that's the worst thing to do. You got to be consistent, even if you get no comments and 2 likes. Okay, keep your foot on the gas. Get scrappy. Be creative. There's no other option. I just read this book by Matt Higgins, Burn the Boats. Okay, and burn the boats means there's no way back. It's either this or nothing. And I feel like when you look at your marketing platform and your career like that, okay, you're going to make it work because there's no other way. So figure it out. Make it happen. Let's end with this. Positive Tuesday. Regret won't change yesterday. Stress can't change tomorrow. And gratitude will always change today. Let's have a grateful mindset. Let's put our right foot forward. Try some of these things. Utilize Beth and the rest of our marketing team. We're here for you. Pick up the phone, email, whatever you're comfortable with. Let's have a great rest of the week, a great weekend, great holiday, and good selling. Thank you again.